They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Here we go 47. Here we go 47. Hey, count. Here we go going to 53. 26.
Right to the air is Prescott. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down.
Hey, 47. 26.
Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. Open man down the field is Turpin. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. He's got that complete to Turpin. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. They'll throw again. Dak. To the outside, looked in by Lamb. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. To the goal line and in. C.D. Lamb. Touchdown, Cowboys.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come away with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Aubrey, good with the extra point. And the Cowboys come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. On the ground, it's Cook to start this drive. And that'll be a pickup of 3. 2nd and 7. To throw is Allen. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike, how well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard it.
Allen going to give it to Cook. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. We'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Now it's Allen. Look at that. Slinged it across his body and connected.
They may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on 2nd down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on 3rd down where it's a little bit more manageable.
A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. Pair of 7s on the scoreboard. We're back to Arlington in a moment. 3rd and a yard. We'll try and run here with Cook. Oh, the defense meets him in the backfield. They stopped him dead in his tracks and set up fourth down.
The idea here for this offense is you're not really thinking necessarily touchdown. You're thinking first down. Let's get a fresh set of downs here and reset. But in this case, they suffer a loss, and it brings up fourth down.
They're going on fourth down. Allen. That's taken in. And he's going to have the Bills first down. They wind up with a gain of 11 on fourth down.
Every team in the league has their own set of scramble rules. And what that means, Mike, is when the pocket breaks down and the quarterback gets flushed, everyone understands, based on where they are in the field, how they can remain friendly to the quarterback. Great execution here. Leads to a nice game.
On first down, it's oh, no chance to get rid of that ball. Under a heavy rush, he goes down. They'll go play action here with Allen. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Now Allen facing third and long. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation. And for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
They'll try and throw for it with Allen. That's in the middle of the field and intercepted. First and 10. First carry now for Rico Dowdle. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9. Now Dowdle. And he'll get this down to the 40. That's a nice run. It's also a first down. A shotgun snap for Prescott. This is intercepted. Picked off. It's DeMar Hamlin. And the Bills are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
So anytime you're really sensing pass, Mike, the first thing you want to do, flood the field with defensive backs. Good things typically happen. I mean, that's a great call there by the defensive coordinator to counter that play. Because no matter where that ball was going, they had someone in the neighborhood who had a shot of making the play and getting them off the field.
3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. On first and 10, it's Allen. He's going to take a shot down the field. James Cook, the intended target. And it'll be second down.
You know, Mike, there's the saying in the NFL, take what the defense gives you. But that's not always the case. Sometimes you have to force a ball downfield. Show the defense you are willing to take big shots. Even though they weren't able to connect, it's going to have an impact the rest of the game.
On second down, Allen. That is downfield into the hands of Keon Coleman. That one good for 29. Throwing now. Allen here on first down. Now he takes off.
Nothing open here downfield. I think it's a good job just getting to the edge, getting something positive, getting out of bounds.
Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. Off the play fake, here's Allen. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. Allen working from the pistol. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete. Amari Cooper. He's looking for, and that will lead to a 2nd down.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
Now Allen to throw on 2nd down. He fires it across his body over the middle, and it's complete. Important one here. Want to keep this drive moving. Got to pick up 3rd and 4. On 3rd down, they go with Cook. And they're going to get him down close to the marker. Was he able to reach the ball out? He did. Great spot and a great run. 1st down. 1st and goal.
In real time from up here, Mike, I couldn't tell whether or not he got it at first glance, but I think after seeing the replays we have up here, it looked like he and his blockers got just enough, and they're going to be able to keep this drive alive.
Ball sitting at the 7. 1st and goal. Here's Cook. Down to the 4. It'll be 2nd and goal. Now Allen. That is caught. What a job to keep the play alive. Amari Cooper. Touchdown, Bills. Some play by the quarterback. He got flushed by the rush, but Greg made the right choice and ends up with a touchdown pass.
The question always is for these quarterbacks, Mike, in this situation, how long does he remain a passer, or then does he just tuck it down and become a runner? I think he does this perfectly, extends the play as long as possible, gives time for his receiver to uncover, and results in a touchdown.
Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. On the return, here's Turpin. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Now Prescott. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway.
A big loss on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
On 2nd down, it's Dak. And he kept that play alive as long as he could, but the rush eventually gets to him and takes him down.
Brings up 3rd down.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Back to throw is Prescott. Over the middle to his tight end, Ferguson. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the 1st down. The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. Not going to work. Incomplete, and they turn it over on downs.
You know, I think there's certain times, Mike, throughout the game that call for a very aggressive style of play. I'm just not quite sure this was one of those situations, but I guess we'll see how it plays out throughout the rest of the game.
Now Allen on first down. He slings it over the middle, and it is caught. The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 13 seconds to play in this opening half. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. From the gun, it's Allen. That is intercepted. Picked off by Deron Bland. And the Cowboys are going to take over once again at their own 20-yard line.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. He's going to run it, and he's going to be out of bounds. Triple zeros up there on the clock. We have reached the end of the first half. Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line.
All you gotta do is get in with me. I don't even pay to get in the club. They know I'm a walking team.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Here's a carry for Dowdle. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
2nd down. Prescott. Pass brought in by Ferguson. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Dak going to throw it here on 1st down. Oh, that one floated off his back foot. It is intercepted. Picked off. It's DeMar Hamlin. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
42-yard line.
Well, Mike, I think it's pretty clear what the message was by this head coach at halftime. He said, listen, guys, we're behind. We're trailing. We're going to come out early in this second half and be aggressive from the get-go and cut into this deficit. But oftentimes, reckless decision-making, over-aggressive play calling leads to turnovers. Now, this defense finds themselves heading back out onto the field a little earlier than expected, but they need to hold serve and keep this score right where it is. It's pretty evident, Mike, when a quarterback and his wide receiver are operating on the exact same page. The anticipation, the timing, the accuracy of both the route and the ball. And when they're working together like this, that's the definition of teach tape.
From the shotgun, it's Allen. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing.
I hope we all appreciate just how difficult it is to throw the ball that well while on the run. And the way they teach it, Mike, is kind of cool. They actually teach the quarterback to disconnect your upper body from your lower body. Just keep your feet moving, and however your arm times up, just let it rip. And he does it about as well as you can ask.
That's 3rd time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. A big hole. And he's going to bring this one back a distance. Touchdown, Dallas. The offense trying to extend the lead, but the defense, not only the takeaway, but Greg, the pick 6, and they can tie this thing up.
Yeah, and this game has been in the balance the entire way, and now for this defense to come up with this pick 6, they've got a decision to make now, finding themselves down by 1 here in the second half.
Aubrey now for the extra point. It's up and good. Cowboys will tie things up. We are all even at 14. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. On play action, Allen. And finds Samuel working across the field. They go play action now. Here's Allen. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes. So give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
And he'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5, and here comes 3rd down. Now Allen. He manages to get the throwaway and completes it. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down. Out of the gun, here's Allen. A pass taken in by Johnson. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. From the gun, Josh Allen. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. This defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Now Allen facing 3rd and long. He's got the hook up there to Cooper. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
On first down, it's Allen. And he's not able to get away. He does manage to get back to the original line of scrimmage, and that'll set up 2nd down. Play action. It's Allen. He's looking deep for Shakir. That is going to be called in. He's got it. Khalil Shakir. Touchdown, Buffalo.
That just feels like a big drive, doesn't it, Mike? Here in the second half, you got a tie ball game. Now you're able to get out in front. Let's see how this other team responds, having to play from behind.
We got a ton of time, Greg, but a little momentum feel. Come out of the locker room, take the lead. Now it's up to the other team to climb uphill. So great way, perfect way to get this second half started. Bass's kick is good. And the Bills have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. On the return, here's Turpin. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Prescott. Pass completed right side to Ferguson. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
It's not a coincidence, Mike, that the best offenses in the NFL are all excellent at yards after the catch. It's a combination of a few things. A highly accurate quarterback and the ability of the scheme to get open players in open space. Once you do that, the rest is up to them.
1st and 10 now from the 36. Prescott now. That's going to be incomplete, and the clock will stop. Likely one more play in this 3rd quarter.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
You're trying to use that size to push forward, but it's not going to work. Defense strong up front. They're going to get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. They'll run with Dowdle. Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. Shotgun snap for Prescott. Oh, the blitz gets there. He is sacked, and they will turn it over on downs.
And this is a tricky call for this coach. A field goal doesn't do you a lot of good, but a touchdown does, so I don't hate the call. But great job by this defense coming up with a stand and getting the ball back.
Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
He's across midfield. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a 1st down.
Anytime you can force a quarterback out of the pocket and make them operate on the move, there are some benefits defensively. You eliminate half the field. It's a little bit harder to be accurate on the run. But the stress that it causes by making you have to coverage that extra second, that can be tough for any defense, and you can see why here.
That is caught. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Dalton Kincaid. Touchdown, Bills. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
The extra point by Bass is good. And the Bills have doubled their advantage. It is now a 28-14 game.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. On the return, here's Turpin. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. A 1st down throw for Prescott. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
When you air it out like that on these big shots downfield, they're not always high percentage plays. It takes a lot of things to line up timing-wise, location of the field, accuracy of the throw to result in those big plays, but I think they've got to continue to search for those and try to generate a little bit of a spark.
Oh, he's got a man running with them, and they connect. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. A big connection from Dak to CD. 39 yards. First down, Prescott. He's got it inside the 5. And he will score. Game on. Avante Turpin. Touchdown, Cowboys. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
The extra point by Aubrey is good. And the Cowboys are back to within 7. It's 28-21.
Brendan Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. Now, a return coming from the 14. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. Slot man in motion right. Now Allen on first down. He's got a man downfield. It's Shakir. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Defensively, you put so much effort about defending the middle of the field. You know that's the valuable real estate every offense is looking to attack. But what does that do, Mike? It makes you a little susceptible to the throws outside the numbers, and it leads to a chunk play.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. A tight end in motion now. Throwing now. Allen here on first down. He'll find his running back, Cook. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4. At the Cowboys.
Off the play fake, here's Allen. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw when the pass is incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
And that is incomplete. Keon Coleman, the intended receiver. And it's going to be 4th down.
You can just see the reaction on the sideline. This defense thought they had themselves a critical stop. The mantra down here for all defensive coordinators, Mike, is takeaways, field goals. That's what you're trying to do, and, man, they were this close to coming away with a huge takeaway.
And he's not going to get there. Coming up a couple of yards short. This is going to be a turnover on down. Prescott on first down. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Yeah! There we go! Let's take it! There we go, count.
Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. That's 3. Third time tonight he's been intercepted. A big play for the defense to get on the board. Quarterback trying to keep that play going. Instead, sees it go back the other way.
And the quarterback's doing a nice job of keeping his eyes down the field, but he doesn't sense the pressure. And I think that pressure, Mike, is what caused that errant pass. And not only does it lead to the turnover, but it leads to the pick 6.
Bass's kick is good. And the Bills will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. On the return, here's Turpin. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line.
Boys take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Dak going to throw it here on first down. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and let's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no
and he will score! Game on! Devontae Turpin. Touchdown, Dallas.
Well, it seems this game is kind of getting to the point, Mike, where it's defense optional. I mean, both these teams are really just having their way with their opponent. They're going up and down the field, and after this long touchdown, yes, this is great if you're a fantasy player, but it's not so great if you're a defensive coordinator.
And he will get in for the 2. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. On 1st and 10, it's Allen. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. What a way to kick off a drive. That's a gain of 30 and another first down.
The biggest correlation between scoring points in the NFL is your ability to generate explosive plays. And oftentimes, the best explosive plays in the passing game happen when the quarterback is outside the pocket, and great example of it here.
On the handoff, this is Cook, and he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. 2nd and 11. They'll drop to throw. And this will be incomplete.
Well, they all know the running joke, right, Mike? If this guy could catch, he'd be playing offense. And, well, I think that's kind of a joke for the past. These defensive players are incredible these days. That's just too easy. You've got to secure that interception for your defense and get off the field.
On 3rd down, it's Josh Allen. He's got his man. That's Coleman. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. And now the Cowboys going to take a timeout. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down. Now it's Allen. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in. And he'll be taken down.
And that 1st down should all but do it, Mike. With only 1 remaining timeout, the defense just can't stop the clock enough. Got to imagine it's victory formation, and we're a couple kneels away from this game being over.
Here's a run. Trying to create some space, but will not find much. He'll get a yard. They'll mark it at the 3. Ball a little closer now. It is 2nd and goal. One more time with Cook. And this time he's in. James Cook. Touchdown, Buffalo.
And that's exactly how you stress all week, finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. But that late touchdown, Mike, that should all but just seal this victory away.
Allen leading the Bills to the line for this 2-point try.
The Bills are lining up for a...
He'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
So they decide to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this 2-point try, but the execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. On the return, here's Turpin. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. This is 1st and 10.
Yeah, pretty go. Hey, check. 26.
Back to throw is Prescott. It's going to be pulled in by Dowdle. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. 2nd down, Prescott. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. He didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the 2nd phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
On 3rd down, Prescott. A dive and a catch. Incredible. Cowboys going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the ballgame. Here's 1st down. Play fake. Prescott. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. And that's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
They'll throw again. Dak. A throw there on second down, going to be incomplete.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it, continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
He'll let it go deep left sideline. That's caught! Wow, out of bounds, inside the 10. It's first and goal. A big play and a much-needed one as well. It covers 51 yards. Here we go, first and goal. Prescott again. That's going to be incomplete, so no help there. And we're likely down to a final snap.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
Here we go. One final play. And this is going to be a touchdown. Hold everything. They are not done yet. And that is the hat trick. What a game. His third touchdown reception of this one.
And nothing they've done to slow him down has worked, Mike. This defense, they're throwing multiple guys at him. They're playing man. They're playing zone. It doesn't matter. This guy is having his way, and he's having a day.
Will line up for the two-point conversion.
Here go 46. Hey, 47. 46.
To the air again. Prescott. And that's going to be intercepted. Picked off. It's DeMar Hamlin. And the Bills are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Just 1 second. All that remains in the football game as the kick is away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. They'll throw on first down with Allen. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete, and that will do it. This one comes to an end. So a road win here for the Bills. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will.
Hey, yo, fresh out the... Fresh out the beta game in my jeans. Black, slap, what do that mean? It mean that banging. Have my hand out, let me hang. Hey, break down, stay down, look what I make now. Hit boy, earthquake, boy, it's a shakedown. I done so much work, they think it's fake now. Big fish, every beat is just bait now. Got rich, some switch, they try to hate now. Leave, I'm straight, I got a rake now. Need cheese, cash app, Venmo or PayPal. Turned up to the max, I'm finna break down. Flow water, big trip, boy, this a gray cloud. Highlights, ball is life, my whole take, wow. Big boss, hella chicken, I feel like Rick Ross. Why you going so damn hard? They got me off. These new ain't with me.
It's a stadium so big you can easily spot it flying in to Dallas-Fort Worth for a game. This is AT&T Stadium here in Arlington.
Tyler Bass will kick off for Buffalo.
Here's Tyler Bass to get this one started. And off we go from Dallas. Here's Kevontae Turpin on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Yeah, here we go. I take 20.
Prescott opening with a pass. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
Boy, offenses that connect in this intermediate zone are so effective. Getting a completion in that area, it not just sparks your offense, but it just turns that aggressive meter way up. They just couldn't quite find the connection.
Has it downfield working the left. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys take a 6-0 lead right away. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. First tone of the game for James Cook. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. That was Michael Parsons making that play. Offense up to the line fast. From the 32. Forced out to his right. Pass brought in by Amari Cooper. They strike for 23 yards. And that's good for a Bills first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Straight ahead, here's Cook. Runs inside the 35. Give him 30 yards on that one. And that's good for a Bills first down.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on a broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
The ball is out! And that bounces out before anyone can make a recovery. They're going to have this one inside the 10. Well, nearly the end of that series, partner. You could almost see those players rooting for the ball to bounce across that sideline before a defender made the recovery.
Yeah, sometimes that sideline's a player's worst enemy, but sometimes it could be their best friend, and this is one of those times where that best friend delivered.
Cook trying this one up the gut. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Now Allen going to the air. Buys time, rolling right. And down he goes. The Cowboy defense gets it to him. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Allen setting up play action. He's got it. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
I remember talking to Jim Harbaugh one time when Bo Schembechler asked him when he was a head coach, you have a tight end with his hand on the ground? Yes, coach. You have a fullback still on your roster? Yes, coach. Then you're going to be just fine.
Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. On the move, headed right. And he scores. It's a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills finish off their opening drive. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you could go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Tyler Bass on now for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Bills start off well to tie things 7-7. Bass now to kick this away. Turpin with a return. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. He's racing past midfield. And he had everyone thinking 6 before they finally get to him and stop that return.
You know, Kate, it's fun talking to these elite kick returners over the years and how much they visualize. As they're sitting back there waiting for the kickoff return, they're visualizing, well, a house call. And there was some serious explosiveness from him on that one. He may not have gotten all the way to the house, but he's setting his offense up in the red zone, which is pretty darn good.
First down, here's Dak. Ferguson there to bring it in. And he's able to get this down to the 13. Offense in the hurry up here. Prescott will look to throw. Ferguson's got it, complete. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. Prescott now to throw on third down. This one's caught. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. Nice gain of 8 there. That brings them to first and goal.
You know, they called the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down.
And he's in for the touchdown. The Cowboys break the tie here in the first. For the point after, here's Aubrey. And the extra point is up, and it is good. And the Cowboys take the lead here, 14-7 in the first. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Looking up towards the dome, can't bring it in clean.
You know, those defensive guys, they will tell you that the sideline's their best friend, right? A lot of these routes are trying to push the receivers and move the real estate. Sometimes the sidelines could be an offensive player's best friend when that ball bounces harmlessly out of bounds.
First and 10 now from the 30. Working from the gun, it's Allen. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete.
You know, I don't fault that look at all, Kate, downfield. It was just an excellent defensive play to deny him the ball and knock it away. That is good on good.
Second and 10 now. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Allen. Chased out to his right. Complete. It's Cooper. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's good for a Bills first down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Allen gonna throw again. Getting out to his left. Throwing on the run, deep down the middle. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
To the air again. Allen escapes the pocket. Oh, shouldn't have let that one go. It's intercepted. And the Cowboys get the football on the first turnover of the contest. Well, great team defense there. No matter where he looked, Brock, there seemed to be a defender there, including where the pass eventually went, and that was why it was intercepted.
Such a disciplined rep there from the defense. As a QB, you try to extend the play to break them down defensively. Nobody did. And as a quarterback in that case, when you don't have a lane to throw it and the field is shrinking, you've got to throw that ball in the 5th row.
The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Here's Dak. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Throwing again is Dak. He's trying to go deep again. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete.
Well, QB put it pretty close to the sideline to begin with, and the defender, look at him, just put his little hand right out there. It just encouraged it to fall out of bounds.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Prescott set to pass. Complete beyond the marker. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
They're set up at the 35 now. They just get the play off. On target to his back, Rico Dowdle. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. We will not get another play in here. That's going to do it for quarter number 1. Neither side separating much so far. Back to AT&T Stadium in just a moment. Second quarter all set to begin, and it'll be Cowboys football. They have it on 2nd and short. Dak throwing again. Hits him on the out route. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down. Working quickly here.
That's good for Cowboys. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
47.
Throwing on 1st is Prescott. Near the goal line. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Dowdle reaches the end zone. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys parlay the interception into points. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with 1 end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get 1, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Extra point from Aubrey is up and good. And the Cowboys double their lead to 14. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. 10 now from the 30. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along your route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
From the shotgun, it's Allen. He lets a heater go deep, middle of the field. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done, incomplete.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
Allen on third down. He's on the move. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. It's Allen out of the pistol. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Again, Allen to the air. He's got this complete to James Cook. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler. Gets himself into rhythm, and I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Offense up to the line fast. Play action now with Allen. And down he goes. The Cowboy defense gets it to him. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. Pressure's there, and he goes down again. And the back-to-back sacks. Nice work by the defense there. Sets him up with a 3rd down. Back to throw now, Allen. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, where they come down to a play or two and 3rd downs vertical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
He throws a bullet deep to the right. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. Marquise Bell making the play. And the Cowboys get it back after a marvelous defensive effort. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
And he's able to reach that midfield stripe after some solid running. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Back to the well again. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. That's good for 7 yards. And that's good for a Cowboys 1st down.
You know, coach gets in that QB's headset, probably told his offense and his QB, listen, I don't want to see a 3rd down on this possession. Or something kind of like that. Whatever version he told him, it worked.
1st down, here's Dak. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. Trying to force one through there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
Again on 2nd and 10, Prescott. He's still going at the 30. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
Storms are minor, but you know she living major. When you flying up, cause ain't no cages.
Let's go, kill.
Prescott with a blitz coming. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. DeMar Hamlin picks it off. And the Bills get the football just short of their 20 after the interception and return. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks them up, gets it right back for them.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these two defenses. You picked our guy off, fine. We'll answer right away. See how you follow that up.
Throwing now on first down, Allen. Complete to Shakir. And he's going to be out of bounds just before reaching the 30.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Slot man motioned over. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Forced out to his right. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Dalton Kincaid with a touchdown. Well, great work there, Brock. They weathered the storm, and now they've gotten themselves right back into this ball game. Anybody who's played this game has been here before. The game doesn't start the way you want. You're in a big hole, and all you can do is climb out of it. And the words of Pete Carroll resonate. It's not how you start, it's how you finish. Bass gets the extra point to go. And the Bills chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Turpin with a return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Dumps it off to his running back. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute. Here's Prescott, 1st and 10. Escapes the pocket. No place to go, so he just threw it away. You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away. 2nd down, here's Prescott again. He's on the move. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down. He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. Offense in the hurry up here. On 4th down, Prescott's a throw. This has been a trend, yet another interception. Matt Milano in to pick it off. And the Bills will have a shot at least a field goal here. Maybe the end zone after that return. Wow, an aggressive choice to go for it on 4th and that kind of distance. And an equally aggressive play in coverage to pick that pass off.
Yeah, that down and distance, you're not running it, right? Too far to get to the stick, so that defense had all eyes on the quarterback. They knew that pass was coming. And it's one thing to know it, it's another thing to execute it and go take it away. That's a big momentum swing for this defense.
Buys time, rolling right. And that one's going to fall incomplete. No luck there. Just 11 seconds remaining. No luck finding his receiver that time. So it'll be 2nd down. Back to the air. Allen. Curtis Samuel's there for the catch. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
And this falls incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining. First time this game they've looked to him. So that brings up 2nd down. The Bills will turn to their kicker, Tyler Bass, for the field goal try. This only a chip shot from the right hash. Amendola able to put it through. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our 2nd half. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this 2nd half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. This is Cook on the handoff. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. Working quickly here. Second and 13. On the move, headed right. Oh no, they get him yet again. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And he takes this one back for the pick 6. Well, we all know getting the interception is the important thing, Brock, but how about this guy having the wherewithal to transition into a really nice return to then get the touchdown out of it, too?
Yeah, that's a great point. We talk about it with receivers, right? Getting vertical right away after making a catch. Same thing for these defenders when they make a pick. They secure the football, sure, but instantly they go back to their offensive days. They want that touchdown, and they want a moment they won't forget.
That's up and through for the point after. And the Cowboys drive their lead to 11. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They're out and set. First and 10. Here's a give to Cook. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
All right, here we go. Second down. Now Allen off the play action. Cox, there's that rookie out of Florida State. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And he'll have it down to almost the 10-yard line. Offense up to the line fast. Now Allen. Looking to his fullback now. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Cook has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Again, it's Cook. And here's another stop made right at the line. Nice back-to-back reps from this defense. 3rd and goal for Allen. Chased out to his right. And they get to him right behind the line on this one and take him down. And the pressure drives them backwards.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
They'll go. Allen. He finds Kincaid. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. And he will not get there. They stop him on 4th and goal. What a stand to force that turnover on downs.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Count. 47.
Putting a receiver in motion. Throwing on first is Prescott. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down.
I hate those situations, Kate, as a QB. I'm looking for an open passing lane, and I can't find one anywhere. He thought he had one available. Defense did a better job of knocking it away.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
Here we go. Protect. So we're going to 53. We go 46.
Throwing again is Dak. No luck on the connection. It's incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Defense with an excellent opportunity at a stop here on 3rd down.
Hey, 47.
Dak now from the gun. Flush down now to his left. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
1st and 10, Prescott. That's caught. Here's Deuce Vaughn. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 28-yard line.
From the gun is Prescott. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Hit arrived as the ball did to break things up. And what will they dial up on 3rd and short? Prescott here from the gun. Dumped off to his running back. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
Dak out of the pistol. Forced out to his right. Now he takes it. And he takes this out after crossing the 45. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And it'll be first down, Dallas.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he takes it past midfield and starts the drive into Bills territory. Offense in the hurry up here.
A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
Back-to-back carries here. He's out in the clear. And they're able to haul him down, and that's going to wrap up this third quarter. 3 quarters in the books from this one. This one not out of reach quite yet, but it is a 2-score game to begin the fourth. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. First down, here's Dak. Escapes the pocket. And after all that, he still can't get rid of it. They get there and drop him. Working quickly here. After the sack, another pass on second down. Fits it through the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Working inside the red zone. He brings it in. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Offense up to the line fast.
Second and 6. At the Bills 9.
To throw, Prescott. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
They'll run it here on third down. And he is into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys make it a 3-score game in the fourth. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. In baseball, it's 3 strikes and you're out. I know you experienced that a lot, but on the gridiron, you're feeling pretty happy, right? If you can strike the end zone 3 times in one game.
Yeah, I'd rather go hockey and soccer. That's just the positive guy in me. They call that a hat trick. It's worth celebrating. And yeah, they should celebrate this effort.
Aubrey good on the point after. And the Cowboys push their lead to 18. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Here's Cook. And not much. He maybe got a few across the 30 to about the 32. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Another one for Cook. It's a pickup of 11. And that's good for a Bills first down.
Ooh, I like that call. I really like it with those sticks. You can keep them on the sidelines, and you get more than enough to get the first down.
Going to the ground again on first. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Now Allen going to the air. He's on the move. On the move, looking deep down the middle. Oh, and he can't follow through. He had the deep shot for a moment, Brock, but he bobbled it and drops it.
Well, that's a major missed opportunity for the offense and a sigh of relief for the defense. Now you got to adjust a little bit, get some extra help on the back end of your defense to take those shots away.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Allen looking to throw. Buys time, rolling right. That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on, it's incomplete.
That drop ruins the payoff to a well-designed play. It got a man open, it beat the coverage. That's a call they can revisit in the future with hopefully a much better job finishing the catch.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on fourth. Working from the gun, it's Allen. He connects downfield on fourth. And he takes it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills get it back to within 2 possessions. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side, defensively, they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
24. Tyler pass to kick off for Buffalo.
Bass now to kick this away. Turpin with a return. And look at this return. Coverage team tracks him down as the return reaches the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. And that was just a little bit too low to be brought in. Looking for his wide receiver there. So it's 2nd down coming up.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive down the field. Those windows and throwing lanes, Kate, they're not open very long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be thrown off.
Again on 2nd and 10, Prescott. Catch made over the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. Offense in the hurry up here. Here's Prescott, 1st and 10. That throw comes up short. Need a little more muscle on that one. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now they face 2nd down.
Hey, I know nobody's perfect, and all you have to do is listen to me and how many words I screw up. But you certainly expect those throws of that length to be 100%. They've got to be borderline automatic in this offense.
Caught along the left sideline, but he did not get both feet in. That's incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
The best of the best, they just have this intuition, Kate. They know where the boundary is without looking. This receiver's not quite at that level yet. He lost track of where he was, and he brought it in. Out of bounds.
And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
That's good for the Cowboys.
Another throw for Prescott. Completed to his running back. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that's good for a Cowboys 1st down.
Kate, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
From the red zone now. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down.
Hey, count. Yeah. Here we go.
Dak throwing again. Caught near the goal line. Touchdown, Dallas. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. And the kick is good. And the Cowboys push their lead to 18. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. On the move, headed right. Finds Kincaid. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Working quickly here. Allen now on first down. Complete to Coleman. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. Offense up to the line fast. Throwing now on first down. Allen chased out to his right. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he goes down, so they're set up with a nice first and goal as we've reached our 2-minute warning. Again, Allen to the air. Rolling left, buying some time. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo! The Bills get it back to within 2 possessions. Josh Allen, the touchdown. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist, and you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
Play action now, Allen. And he goes down, the pressure gets home, and they will not take another 2 off that lead. Well, this one not quite over just yet. They've got 3 timeouts at their disposal, but really need to make the unexpected recovery here. This will be a turnover. It's recovered by the kicking team. Timing's so important for a team to recover its own onside kick, but jumped the gun there before it went 10 yards, and that drew the flag. First and 10 from the 41. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Looking for a target, and he goes down. The Bills got to him. The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first time out. Offense to the line for second down. Wow, they're going to pass it here. And this one won't be caught, but we got a flag here. Looked like there may have been some early contact before that throw arrived. First and 10 from the 41. Back to throw. Here's Dak. Ferguson's got it. Complete. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. Got to hurry this to the line. First down. Here's Dak. Escapes out to the left. And he will score. It's a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys have likely locked up the win right there. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. And they'll take this opportunity to discuss what's next over on their sideline. So after thinking it over, they're lining up for two.
Here we go. I take.
The Cowboys will line up for the two-point conversion.
Keeping it on the ground. And that's into the end zone, so they follow the touchdown by tacking on two more to their lead. Defense perhaps a little too worried about the pass there, partner, and as a result, they're able to run it in for two.
It really becomes a numbers game down here. And you see a lot of teams employ this, right? If there's numbers there against the pass, we're going to be committed to running. If they stack the box, we got to be willing to throw it. In this case, it was a numbers advantage and the simplest path for 2 points.
And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Allen setting up play action. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Back to the air, Allen. Pass complete to Cook. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Trying to set this up quick. Allen on third and short. Trying to push it deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
That's just discipline with a capital D. The play in the huddle is a running back screen, but it takes discipline for that offensive line to not get downfield. Discipline for that receiver to stay alert, stay aware that he's a viable option as well.
Flushed out of the pocket. And he scores. It's a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills get it back to within 2 possessions. Josh Allen, the touchdown. Just a great effort there from him, Brock, to take it upon himself, embrace the initiative, and turn that drive into 6.
You know, Kate, there was a day when you were watching Steve Young or Randall Cunningham, and that felt like a bonus touchdown. But that's not today. It feels like every quarterback's got to be able to score, be a dual threat on the ground. It's part of an offense every single team relies upon.
And the pass is successful. That's a little momentum builder as they attack this deficit. Well, time making this all but impossible, but they're going to try for the onside kick here anyway. Did the Bills get to it? They did! They got it back! Well, Brock, you can't blame him with how tough it is to recover an onside kick anymore, but he did hit it before it went 10 yards, so they had to throw the flag. New slated downs to approach here from the 40.
Here we go 47. Yeah, pretty good. Here we go 47. 46.
Throwing on first is Prescott. Finds his fullback. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. Timeout taken by the offense, their second. And they'll have just one left to burn now.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10.
Here we go. Right check. Here we go, going to 52. Here we go 46. Hey, 47. 26.
Working from the pistol, Prescott. Into traffic, complete. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. Final timeout taken by the Cowboys. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Now, they don't need points anymore, Brock, but can they resist piling on? Let's see, it's 1st and goal. Dak out of the pistol. And he makes the catch for the tip drill touchdown. The Cowboys make it a 3-score game in the 4th. C.D. Lamb with the touchdown. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate. You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
Dak off the play fake. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Matt Milano in to pick it off.
Those defenders, they're just as excited as the fans when the offense signals they're going for 2. It's a chance to directly keep points off the board and really show some of that swagger that good defenses have.
Brendan Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. The timeout's taken now as we have 1, possibly 2 snaps remaining in this ballgame.
There is no question this defense has risen to the occasion of prime time tonight. There's also no question that this is a window into the kind of beating quarterbacks can take when you can't protect him. He's going to have to use all week to get his body right to hopefully hit the field next week.
Another try following the sack. Forced out to his right. A bit of desperation. He's got it deep downfield. And a huge run comes to an end as he heads out of bounds. Wow.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You've got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
One final shot here. Escapes the pocket. And that last pass falls incomplete as this game comes to a close. So it's a win for the Cowboys. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Brock was enjoying seeing both of these offenses work, and really not a lot to dislike from either group. Just one side working at a slightly better clip than the other. That was the difference in the win. So for Brock Heward, everyone here on our great crew, I'm Kate Scott.
I just touched down in LA, the Spanish, my favorite. This that G, I keep it playing, so I put it on. She be in the G, Jamaica, B. I got rolling over. Speeding to the money like I'm running from the feds. Posted with my they say yeah. I'm like, whoa, see residuals, watch the money grow. I'm in flow, greatest story told, watch it all unfold. I'm like, whoa, reaping what I sow. Harvest getting bigger, they all froze. I unleashed my soul, now they taking pictures. Eyes on the prize, it's my life sold up. 545, had the lights on us. Fries to the side of an ice cola. You know that ride till the tires fall off. She know I'm a D, I got a date with destiny. She coming to me, cause I got the flavors and recipe. She racing to me like an athlete. She took with the G's, then she know it. Yeah. It's eyes on the prize, I can't live life in disguise. Cause bro recognize I ain't gotta compromise. I keep it concise, the gang tight like ties on the industry advice. I'm outside with some good fellas and some nice guys trying to live life in the sky. We lit in real life, we don't pay to be verified. We just manifest, lay and grind on the rise. We defy the odds like it's nothing, time after time. God bless this eternal shine, yeah. Eyes on the prize, it's my life sold up. 545, had the lights on us. Fries to the side of an ice cola. You know that ride till the tires fall off. She know I'm a D, I got a date with destiny. She coming to me, cause I got the flavors and recipe. She racing to me like an athlete. She took with the G's, then she know it. Eyes on the prize just to see how far I go. Yeah. Shooting star, yeah. All over the globe. Hard work, all I ever know. So nobody could tell me I'm not wet my way and go. Yeah, I'm in my zone, yeah, through this microphone. The way they looking at me like they seen a UFO. Hey, yo, fresh out the fresh out the beta game in my jeans. Black, slap, what do that mean? It mean that banging. Have my hand out, let me hang. Hey, break down, stay down, look what I make now. Hit boy, earthquake, boy, it's a shakedown. I done so much work, they think it's fake now. Big fish, every beat is just bait now. Got rich, some switch, they try to hate now. Leave, I'm straight, I got a rake now. Need cheese, cash app, Venmo or PayPal. Turned up to the max, I'm finna break down. Flow water, big trip, boy, this a gray cloud. Highlights, ball is like.
From the home of the Bills since way back in 1973, there's a look at Highmark Stadium just outside of Buffalo, New York. And we are underway in Buffalo. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, But for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Running again with Barkley on second down. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Dotson in motion right. Here's Hurts to throw. Forced out to his left. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. First down, here's the run with Cook. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Here's Allen. He'll buy some time right. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
Partner, the good ones have a clock running in their head, okay? Because it says something like this. I've got this many seconds to find a target. After that, I have to tuck it and try and get some yardage on this 1st down snap. He doesn't just get some yards, though. He gets a big gain, and they'll come right back with another 1st and 10.
2nd and goal from the 1. Cook is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Here's Allen to throw it. Touchdown! Reggie Gilliam. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown, so now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it, sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing is Hurts. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and that will force a turnover on downs. Allen now looks to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He's going to fire one. Corner of the end zone. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Keon Coleman. 36 yards. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. They'll go to Barkley again. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he stopped immediately there. 2nd and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. And let's face it, this secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the first half.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Hurts. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try to figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
Dotson in motion right. They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. To the right side and intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're... Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted.
And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Boy, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
He throws it on the move but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10.
To throw, it's Allen. They'll roll him out right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Now Allen. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Allen going to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, nice move. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
Flush to his right. Oh, good move. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
From the gun, it's Hurts. This one goes out wide for Barkley.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley, a 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Eagles get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
And they can thank their defense for this one. They were set up with a short field following the turnover, but they took care of business as well, working their way down and finishing with a strong run into the end zone for their first touchdown of the game.
And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
Now Allen. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To the air, Allen. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it here.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception.
Darius Slay with a pick.
And the Eagles are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
On 2nd and 10.
Hurts. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try to get those yards a safer way.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Throwing now is Allen. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
Keon Coleman
in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Bills will extend their lead here just before halftime. So remember now, this was all set up by the stop defensively on 4th down. That's what got them this great field position. And then 2 plays later, they're already in the end zone.
Yeah, partner, funny how it works like that, huh? That's a momentum swing amusement park style. Your defense comes off the field, bouncing, grooving, they're fired up, and it carries over to the other side of the ball.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And a good return, but he pays the price at the end of it as he's picked up and thrown down.
At their own 31-yard line.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, and that is incomplete.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6.
Allen rolling to his right. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Up the middle, it's Cook. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. They run it again with Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back 2-yard losses, and that sets up a tough 3rd and 14.
Leads to 3rd down and 14.
Back to throw. Allen eluding the pressure right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen, a 15-yard touchdown run.
And the Bills take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
That's a really good decision right there outside of the pocket. You've got to know the right time to shift from passer to runner. He was looking and looking, nothing there. You can almost feel the brainwaves firing as he calculates, I think I can win a race to the pylon. And he turns out to be right. Touchdown.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And As you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
Escaping the pressure right.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go, and it's going to bring up a third down.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And you can tell just by looking at him that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another fourth down.
He's got his running back out of the backfield. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Eagles' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. The call from Nick Sirianni. Let's go for 2 here, he says. Hurts will throw.
And that's caught at the 2. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Flush to his right. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Allen.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
We have played 3 quarters.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Back now in Buffalo. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
And again, it's Allen.
Flushed out right. And it's caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Amari Cooper, an 11-yard touchdown.
And the Bills have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th. So definitely a good day's work throwing the football. Very good day's work. A 4th touchdown pass as they're really pouring it on.
Yeah, and so much for going into clock mode after getting that touchdown, right? Because you would think with the lead, 4th quarter, they might actually do that. No chance. They've kept attacking and got another touchdown pass as a result.
An extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that'll increase their lead to 28.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and then try to hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Here's Hurts to throw. Dancing to his left.
And Hurts is intercepted, his third of the game.
And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown.
For the antidote, there's a British girl on my TV screen. She's so hot, she's so mean. Burn my body like it's flammable. Girl, I'm still a fan of you. Hey, 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 hey. Like a cannibal. Baby, I'm a fan of you. Your sensation, my fixation. Just tell me that it's tangible. Baby, I'm a fan of you.
Don't play with me, but I still gamble with it. We getting right before we take off on the landing strip. Know that you like all the attention that a fan gives. Say that you like me, but you way too young for marriage.
Oh, they indeed love their football here in upstate New York as you get a look inside Rocket Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park. And we are underway in Buffalo. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The NFL's leading rusher in 2019 and 2020, Derrick Henry.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Now it's Jackson. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. Who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Here's Jackson to throw. Steps away to his left. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
Jackson eluding the pressure right. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Facing second and short, that gives you a chance to go for a bigger play through the air. But I think he said to himself, why don't I just handle this one? Got all the yards you needed and then some, and made that snap a huge success.
A first down carry for Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down. In motion, the tight end. And now Jackson will look to throw it. He finds Bateman over the middle. They'll give him 4 yards there. And they're going to face a third down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On third down, Henry. And they move this all the way down to the 9. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Jackson now. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson hooking up with Mark Andrews. And the Ravens have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0.
Makes the score Ravens 7, Bills 0. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. They start the drive with Cook. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. From the 35, here's a 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Here's Cook again. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
With the score, Ravens 7, Bills 0.
Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Allen now looks to throw. He'll buy some time right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. It's caught inside the 25. And they finally bring him down, but he reaches the 16. A big play here for Buffalo. 48 yards. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Cook up the gut, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the Ravens.
To throw, it's Allen sliding out of the pocket. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Here's Allen. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. On play action, Allen rolling to his left. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights on in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
And that will be incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. They're going to try and throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Here's Allen to throw it. They'll roll him out right. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 18 yards the gain for number 18.
I tell you what, when you're down on the scoreboard, you've got to look to your stars, and that's what they do here to start the drive. I wouldn't be surprised if they looked his way a few more times in short order. That one, well designed, and it's a quick 1st down.
And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. The 1st down screen pass, good for 5.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception, and that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down. Allen going to throw. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Adafe Owe. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this 1st half.
He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Just the one touchdown in that 1st half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff. And the first drive of the 2nd half will commence from the 30-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the 2nd half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game. And, you know, I think the defense...
Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted.
And he will bring this back. It's a pick-6 and a Raven touchdown.
Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this 3rd quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick-6 is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here, and that one, it backfired in a big way.
The extra point hits the left upright, but goes through anyway. And that'll make the score 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, called it the 26. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Rolling to his right. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. After the sack here, 2nd and 11. Now Allen. Flush to his right. He's got his receiver, Cooper. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 22-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. He'll buy some time right. He's able to get it to Coleman. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Allen. Flushed out right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Keon Coleman from 4 yards out. And the Bills have cut it back within a score. So it took them a little while, Charles, but now they have their first points of the game, and they come here in this 3rd quarter.
And more often than not, Brandon, when that happens, you find yourself down 21, 28 points, and not really with a lot of hope, but with that touchdown, they're right back in this game.
An extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Jackson. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henry. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Henry up the middle. 3 yards on the pickup there, but they've only got it back to 3rd and 10. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. A short throw caught by Andrews. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he's going to be ridden out of bounds down inside the 25. A big play there on the catch and run. 44 yards. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. Now they'll fake the jet sweep and run up the middle with Henry.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
And he's going to be touched down right at the line of scrimmage.
They rolled out of the pocket right, and I think he wanted a little something more out of that play, obviously. Instead, he hit a safety valve.
It looked like two well-coached teams there, even though there was no yardage gain, because the offensive guys, hey, they realized their quarterback was out of the pocket. All the receivers went to the right spots, tried to get in his sight line, tried to open themselves up. Just nowhere to go where they could gain yardage. How about the defensive guys, though? Did not lose leverage and kept their poise and made a really nice play.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Here's Jackson.
No hesitation, goes right back to Likely. And he's going to be touched down right at the line of scrimmage. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Inside handoff, Henry. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. And in for the Ravens touchdown.
Isaiah Likely.
A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Ravens have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter.
Tucker now to add the point after. And he pushed it right. It's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Throwing, Allen.
Eluding the pressure right. This one complete to Coleman. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
The 2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly, a must. It's 1st and 10. Now Allen.
Sliding out of the pocket.
Late in the game, he's certainly doing everything in his power to buy time for his guys to make a play. But in this case, he's surrounded, and all he has room to do is to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Here's 2nd down. To throw is Allen.
They'll roll him out right. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by the linebacker, Kyle Van Noy.
Past the 20. 5. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
But just to add that to the list of great moments for this defense today, they've really shredded that game plan on the other side all 4 quarters. And, Charles, that pick 6, that's kind of the cherry on top.
Yeah, and they did it, and I feel like I'm quoting a bad movie line, but they did it together, didn't they? Fed off of each other, every big play they made, every tackle, every pick, everything they've done. They continually built energy in this one, and how about them culminating with a pick 6?
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing now is Allen, rolling to his right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing till the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
Allen. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
Now Allen, got to have this one. That is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Touchdown! Mark Andrews, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Ravens up the lead to 4 scores now here in this fourth quarter.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. It's up and good, and they're in control now, 35-7.
Ravens 35, Bills 7. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the score.
That's caught inside the 20. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. To the air, Allen. Flush to his right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
2nd down and goal. Allen flushed out right. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen, a 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Bills get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. He's got it complete to Aguilar. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now it's Jackson. This is caught.
And the Ravens are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles.
Sometimes you gotta lose yourself to find yourself again. Welcome back, Marlena.
Yeah. One for the money and one for the homies. I move with respect, I don't need nothing on me. The Father may wait for me, feel just like Bronny. I got my little belly, my blessings, they on me. They rain, yeah, you see how I'm coming. Come on. This sound like we drumming. I reach on my goals, like my nephew be dope. Back on the rim, riding on rim. Came in all black to that, I came back to my, to that ripping off Cadillac. Feel like a Cadillac, nothing but class. It's never been average, never been on. Averix on me, I'm tougher than homie Javante. The fight is my mantra, I want it, I will. Get you a wheel, they carry it. We fighting a little, my is I'm back in my bag, I'm back in my bag, I'm done. My bag on dog. Back in my duffel, don't fear no opponent. You know I'm gon' hustle like rubber band on it. Counting my blessings, I'm laughing like Jonah. You don't wish me well, I guess you don't know me. Got all these like Malcolm and Sadie. That's word to my mama tatted on my body.